So just you can type welcome back there. So I know that you guys are back on the uh, YouTube. Okay, so now we are back here. So uh, I'm just waiting here. So for others to join, we have 3 viewers now. So I'll start once we have 20 viewers or 17, the class, like as our classes. Okay, so while uh, the students are joining in, I will give you a recap of what we did. We just made the pizza box and pizza. Okay. Uh, so there is some issue over here on the top because it wasn't correctly uh, like you can say like mapped, but it will take little time to do that. But it doesn't look that bad. It's fine. Okay. So what we will do over here is that we will go to our uh, like Maya. I will stop the rendering now. Okay. Now we are done with this pizza. Now I have to make a plate so I can put the pizza on the plate. To create the plate, it's very easy. I will press shift key on my keyboard and then I will press right click. Okay. And then when I will do that, it will give me this option. But you have to make sure nothing is selected on the screen. If nothing is selected, then you press shift and right click, then you will get this option. Otherwise, you will get option of that particular selected object. So I didn't have anything selected, so I have this option. I will choose cylinder. Okay. I will make a cylinder like this on the ground. Make it a little bigger. Okay. Uh, Let me do it again. Okay. Little bigger and then little taller here. Okay. Now, if I press 3 on my keyboard, so it will become something like this, the cylinder, which I don't want. This doesn't look like a plate. So I have to do something here that will make it look like a plate. Okay. So I will press 1 again. Okay. And I will go to my polycylinder option here on the attributes. I will add some subdivision here and then 1 for the height, 2 for the height and 13 for the my cylinder. It is too much, but I have to do that so that I can extrude this outer edge so I can get the right one. So right now if I press 3, it will look like this. Okay, so I will go back to 1, or I can keep my like my smooth selector so I can see the result while I'm working. Now, keeping this select, I will right click over here and go to face mode. Then I will select all these faces which are on the edges. So I will select one. If I double click, it will select the whole thing. Okay, it doesn't work like a edge, because edge you have to select one edge, double click, and it will select the loop. So to select the uh, your like faces, what you need to do is that you have to select one and then press shift key and double click on the one which is next to it, like this one. If I double click it here, then it will select the whole loop of the like your faces which are on in the round like a round form, okay, circular form. Now I want to extrude it upward, so I will press shift key on my keyboard and it will be in a extrude form. You can see that. Now with my moving tool I can extrude upwards, okay. So you can see that it is extruding in this way. It will look like this. So if you want this, it is fine, but if you want a sharper corner, what you will do is that, let me undo that, press shift, extrude very less, tiny bit, then leave your mouse everything, then again press shift and move it one more time upward. Now you can see there is a sharp corner here, okay. So 2 times extrude. One extrude is a tiny bit extrude, second extrude is little bit. Next I can do another extrude. I can press shift and again very tiny extrude, and you can see that it looks like this, okay. Now it looks like if this kind of a plate. So what I can do is that I can take my scaling tool from here or press R. R is the shortcut for the scaling, and I will scale it. If I scale it, it will scale like this, okay, which I think is not right. So what I will do is that I will press shift key on my keyboard, then greater than sign, so it will select the edges next, like the one which is on the bottom, okay. Now I will try. So not that good. Again shift and greater than sign, so it will select one which is on the bottom. I will try this. Now kind of look like fine, okay. So this is this kind of plate I will have, okay. If I want this, it's good. Otherwise what I can do else is that, let me press shift and less than sign just to select this. I can press B on my keyboard, B for ball. What the B will do, B will turn on the my option of the soft selection. So many people were like different students were asking me what is the use of soft selection. Now let's see. If I press B, B for ball, okay, so you can see that I will get this reddish and yellowish lines. Yellow means area that will be affected most, red means a little less, blue means it will not affect. Now if I will scale it, you can see that it is scaling in this way, okay. And without the soft selection, if I do, let me press B again, so it will turn off the soft selection. Without soft selection, if I will make it bigger, you can see that it is becoming bigger just like this, which I actually don't want. So I will press B again. So what will happen? The soft selection allow me to scale the other parts down. So there is a fall off here, means like this is affected more, less affected. So now if I will change this like the size over here, okay, so you can see there is a smooth curve of size. Now the soft selection, I can change my soft selection by pressing B on my keyboard, B for ball, and drag my mouse up and down. You can see that I'm pressing B on my keyboard, B for ball, and I'm dragging my mouse up or down or left or right, okay. So if I want more effect, I can increase it more and then try to scale it. So it will scale like this, which is, I didn't think I want that. If I press B and reduce this like fall off of the soft selection, like this one, so you can see this part is now blue. So if I will scale now, so this part is not affecting. So I want this part to become red. So I will press B again, drag my mouse left or right, and you can see it is becoming red. Now if I will try to scale it, this is the way I want it, okay. So soft selection will help me to do that. But always you have to make sure, if you don't want to use soft selection anymore, press B on your keyboard again to turn it off. Otherwise you will be there and you might do some error. Now I'm done with my plate. I will do texturing of it, okay. So I will right click on my plate, go back to object mode. Now I'm in the object mode, and now I will go to my hyper shade, okay, and create a hyper shade for my plate, okay. Now they all are mixed up, so let me move this, okay. You have to, it's better to keep things clean. If you will not keep this clean, you will have issues, okay. I will select this one, move it here. Okay, and always rename them. Box, pizza, okay, and this is pizza texture. One is going to the base color, one is going to the subsurface color, one is going to the subsurface radius. So one can be used for three different things. Okay, this is displacement. Displacement is over here. So what I will do, I will move this one here down, this one down, and this one also down, so I can see actually where it is going. So it is going here. Okay, so it's like layers. Okay, now what I will do here, I will go to any empty spot, go to my Arnold shader and press this button. Now I will call this one my plate outer part. Okay, now my plate outer part, what I will do, I have here presets. If I will go to presets, okay, I will see a lot of presets: balloon, blood, brushed metal, bubble, car paint, ceramic, okay, foam, so many things. So you will select and it will become it will automatically change it to it. So you have so many good options here. The one I am looking for is the ceramic. I will click on the ceramic. Okay, then it will give me all this option. Replace mean 100% it will become ceramic. 90% ceramic, 75%, 50, because there will be a blend between this one and this one. Okay, so I will choose ceramic 100%. So replace it. I don't want to blend it with the one that I have it here. Okay, so I will replace it 100%. So it will become, you can see now it's kind of shiny. Okay, specular, you can see roughness. You can see there is no roughness. That's why it is shiny. Maybe you can add a little roughness, 0.2. Okay, no, 0.2 is too much. 0.1. Okay, color, I want a red color, so I will double click it here, go here, choose a color red, but little darkish red. Done. Okay, now I have my pizza outer part. So what I will do here is that I will, this is the plate outer part. I will select my plate. I will assign, right click on my shader, okay, from here, and assign it. Now it will become here. Now what I want, the inner part, I want a different color. So going back here, what I can do is that I can select this whole thing, go to edit, duplicate shading network. Okay, so that it can duplicate this one as well, this part as well. Otherwise it will, if I will do only normal duplicate, it will only duplicate this. Duplicate shading network. Okay, once I will do that, okay, it didn't got duplicated, I think. Yeah, okay. I think this didn't got duplicated, so don't worry, we don't actually need this one. Now this one is duplicated plate outer. Okay, so what I can do is that I can rename it to plate inner, and only thing I have to change is the inside color, the color. Okay, better is to double click so that you can get more options here. I will kind of make it yellowish, beigeish, something like this. Close that. Okay, oops. Okay, you don't have to press close, you have to press done. Okay, if you will press close, it will not work. So where it's gone, it's here. Let me put it next to it. Now what I will do here is that I will, let me make this smaller, move this here, so actually you can see this. It's a little hard to work when you have, because Maya requires a bigger, screen. Now what I will do here is that I will right click on my plate, go to face. Okay, take my selection tool, normal selection tool, and then I will select this inner, all of these inner parts here. Okay, until with the shift key until they all are selected. Then I will press shift and greater than sign so I can grow my selection. So press shift and keep on pressing greater than sign till it reaches here. Okay, now what I will do, I will assign this inner material from my viewport to store my shader and apply over here. Okay, uh, it didn't got applied, I think. Did it apply? No, not yet. So I can do one thing. Yeah, it's applied. Okay. So now I can close this, and you can see that it have two colors, outer and inner colors. Okay. So if I will render it right now, so you can see there will be two colors there. Let it render just to see the result. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, now there is some issue here. The reason is that because if you can see this part, it's a bit overlapping. So what I can do here is that I can go to my face mode here, my moving, and move it a little bit up. What I'm moving upwards, the faces. Okay, so let me do one thing here. I will select this one. Okay, and grow my selection just like this, and press W to move it, and I will move it a little bit upward. Okay, and then I will go here because I think by mistake I just I applied on the inner side, which is we were not supposed to do. So I have to apply it again from the hyper shade. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, because what I did was that I just applied on a inner object by mistake. Now it's clear. Okay, so now what I have to do is that it's already on the ground. It's kind of penetrating, but it's fine, not too much. I will take my pizza, okay, take my moving tool, and I will try to put this on the plate itself. Okay, plate is a little smaller, so oops. Oh, okay. I know what was the issue. It duplicated. You can see that. I think I just pressed a shift and moved it, so it duplicated the plate. That's why I was having issue. Now it's fine. Okay, so by mistake I duplicated it 2 times. So that happens when you press the wrong key at the wrong time. So I will make it a little bigger. It's fine now. Okay, and I will move it a little bit up so that it will not penetrate too much. It's fine. Now I'll take my pizza, put it down a little bit here, and that's like that. Okay, so I have my pizza ready over here. Now what I need else is that let's put some cold drink with the glasses. Okay, so I will put some cold drink with the glasses over here. Okay, and to do that I need to make a cylinder. So make sure everything is deselected. You can see the nerve plane, which is the background is selected, so I will deselect that by clicking anywhere here. Nothing is selected. Right click here and I will choose my cylinder. Okay, and or cone, but I think cylinder is better. I will select cylinder, make a glass cylinder here, something like this. Now what I will do here is that I have to convert it to make it look like it's a glass. Okay, so to do that I have to right click here, convert this to face. Okay, and this top part I have to select. First of all, let me press 3 on my keyboard so I can see this. Okay, but no, it's too bad. So let me first convert this into, like, make something out of it, then I will press 3. So I will select these from the top. Now I will select my scale tool R, and I will scale it. I will do an inset to make a border. To make a border, I have to press Shift key to extrude, but with the scaling. So if I will do the scaling with extrude, you can see it will give me a border. I cannot go further. I can go a little bit down here. So it will give me a little border here. Now I am done with this. Okay. Now what I will do, I will press W and I will extrude it downwards. Okay. So I will press extrude and extrude it down, and you can see it is going down just like this. Okay. So this is enough, I guess. Okay, because I cannot see where it is going down. I cannot see the depth. Now, if you have something like this and you want to see the depth, you can go to View, then, Shading, and then you can turn on your X-ray. When you turn on X-ray, you can see through things. So right now, this is over here. I have to move this one a little bit more down. Okay. Now I'm done. I can press my shading and uncheck the X-ray. Now what I will do is that if I will press 3, you can see the glass will look like this. And this is not a good glass for like a Coca-Cola or something. So I need to add some edge loops, okay, or some other parts. Okay, one thing I can do here is that I can select these. Okay, select this one, and I want to select all of this. So what I have to select this one, press Shift key, and then double click on this, and all of this will be selected. Then I have to press Shift key on my keyboard and move it a little bit up, a tiny extrude, a tiny extrude. You can see that there is a tiny extrude now. Okay, very minor extrude. Now a minor extrude will help you to give a sharper border. Can you see that? It gave me a sharper border. Now other thing what I can do here is that I can extrude it one more time, this time a little bit bigger. Okay, and if I press 3, you can see how it is going fine. Okay, now I will press 1 again. Now I will take these, press here, press Shift, double click this. Now I have to extrude it outwards. To extrude it outwards, I have to take my scaling tool, press R or here, press Shift, then increase the size, and it will extrude outwards a bit. And now if I will press 3 on my keyboard just to see, it will look like this. Okay, so something like this. Now to make it much more interesting, I can select these outer one again, this one, and it's press Shift key, double click this. My 3 is already pressed because now I'm getting into shape, so I can see what's going on. I will press W, so I can move these selected ones. If I will move them upward, you can see that it is making a more roundish kind of border here. Okay, now I can select this one, these, Shift, press double click here, these will be selected. Now I can move this one down. Kind of looks like good. Okay, now top part is done. I have to play with the bottom part now. Now what I have to do is that press 1 again. First I want to make it, I have to bring it into a shape. Now one thing is that this nerve plane is coming in my way, so I have to select this, then hide it. How to hide? Select any object, press Ctrl H. If I want to see it back, I want to see it again, so I have to press Shift and Ctrl H. Okay, but I have to hide it. Now I can see bottom part. What I will do, right click here, edge. Okay, but before doing that, I will go to the vertices. Okay, select everything from the bottom like this, also the one which is inside. Okay, so yes, inside one is also selected. Now I will press R key, okay, because this looks like a cylinder, not like a glass. So I will press R for the scaling and then scale it down. Now you can see it is becoming like a glass. Okay, now good. Now I will do my I will press 3 and I have to add an edge loop around this edge, this one edge. Okay, so I will keep this one pressed and then right click, go to edge mode. So double click this edge, so it will all be selected. Then what I can do, two methods. I can bevel it to make to duplicate this or chamfer it, or I can add an edge loop. So if I right click here with the shift key on this edge, I will go to bevel edge. When I go to bevel edge, I will have this fraction. A fraction, I will reduce it. When I reduce it, okay, so this is what is going to happen. You cannot see what is happening because we are in smooth mode. Let me go press 1 here so you can see what is actually happening. So this is how it is giving me this, it is converting one edge to this one. Okay. Now 0.1 is not that good. So what I can do 0.05. Still it's too much. Let's do 0.03. 0.03 is good. Now I will add some, if I will press 3 on my keyboard. So oops. Okay. If I press 3 right now, you can see that it's getting better. Okay. But again, I have to let me undo this. Okay. Shift, right click, bevel. Okay. And this should be 0.03. And I will add some segments because there is no segments between these two new edges created. So I can increase maybe 4 edges. If I press 3 on my keyboard, you can see the result. It will be like this. Okay, which is, I think, fine, good enough. Okay, one more thing I can do here is that, let me press 1 again. I can select this. Okay. All of it. Okay. And then what I can do, I can make a edge around it. Okay. To do that, I can go to my, I can right click on these edges. Okay, with the shift key, and then I have here different kind of tools. I have like the connect tool. Okay, then I have all these options here. The one which I'm looking for is not available here. Okay, so here I have connect tool. Let's see the connect tool here. So it will give me this. Yeah, this is fine. So now my connect is segment 1. So you can see the new edge loop is being is being made. How it is got made? All these edges which I selected, it is making a new segment across the one I selected. So you have to select those which you want to make a new loop across it. So I selected all these, and when I choose connect tool, it's making this green new segment here. So I can make it 2 segments or 3, okay, depending on whatever you want. But in this case, I just want only 2, okay, or I think 1 is fine. And then I can pinch it, okay, or move it here. I will not do from here. I have another method to do, which I already told you. I will press R on my keyboard and scale it. But if I'm scaling it, it's scaling the edges itself. It's not sliding it. It's increasing the size of my scale. So what I have to press? Control and Shift. When I do that, you can see on my cursor it is sliding. So I will slide it till here, and then I will go to my right click here, face mode. I will select this, Shift, double click here, and I have this. The reason I did that, so I can press my I can take my moving tool, press Shift key and move it a little bit down, so I can have a little holding part here. So if I will press 3 on my keyboard, you can see that I have something like this, okay, which usually glasses have, like the plastic glasses have. Okay, little bit I can move it down. If I want to make it sharper, what I can do is that I can take my scaling tool, okay, and press Shift and scale it inwards, so it can become little sharper because I'm extruding inwards, okay, but I don't want that. I can keep it as it is. Now my glass is done, okay, so I can right click here, object mode, glass is done. So what I need to do is that I